जय शिशि गुरु गौरांग गंधारी के गिरिधारी शिशि राधा विनोद बिहारी जू की जय श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन जू की जय नित्यालल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपार अशुतर शत शिशुमार भक्तिवेदांत वामन गोसाई महाराज की जय नित्यालल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपार अशुतर शत शिशुमार भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी महाराज शिल प्रभुपार की जय नित्यालल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपार अशुतर शत शिशुमार भक्ति केशव गोसाई महाराज की जय
Jai.
नित्याप्रविष्टम विष्णुपार अशुतर शत शिशुमार भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोसाई प्रभुपार की जाय नित्यालल प्रविष्ट महाभागवत शिल गौर किशोरदास बाबा जी महाराज की जाय नित्यालल प्रविष्ट शिल सच्चिदानंद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जाय नित्यालल प्रविष्ट वैष्णव सार्वभौम शिल जगन्नाथ दास बाबा जी महाराज की जाय श्री रूपानु गौरी गुरु वर्ग की जाय श्री
Jai.
रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्टदास रघुनाथ शारद गोसाई प्रभु की जाय श्री स्वरूप दामोदर राय रामानंदारी श्री गौर पार्षद वृंद की जाय नाम जय श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जाय प्रेम
Jai.
से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासरी गौर भक्त वृंद की जाय श्री
Jai.
क्षेत्र मंडल गौर मंडल व्रज मंडल मथुर वृंदावन धाम की जाय सर्व
Jai.
अभिष्ट प्रदात गिरिराज महाराज की जाय श्री राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड की जाय श्री यमुना देवी गंग देवी की जाय श्री तुलसी महारानी वृंद देवी की जाय जय श्री भक्ति देवी की जय श्री पूर्णमासी योगमाई की जय श्री गोपेश्वर महादेव की जय जय श्री लोकनाथ गोस्वामी पार की जय
Jai.
द्वितीय शिरोभाव तिथि की जय जय श्री नरोत्तम दास ठाकुर जय श्री नरोत्तम दास ठाकुर की जय जय श्री
Did you just fall over?
yeah she just like knocked me over. Okay. जय श्री हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय समागत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय श्री निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि
Hari?
वो sorry. That was a bit of a strange Dvaini. Dandavat pranams, everybody. So, just before, uh, like 2 minutes before we started, or maybe 1 minute before, Srivas and I decided to do a program for Lokanātha Gosvāmī instead of our Sunday Dainik Nadia Prakash program. So, um, yeah, this is a very spontaneous program. And I don't know, Srivas, if you both options are fine for me. If we want to do Dainik Nadia Prakash tomorrow, or if we want to do it next week. I mean, I like tomorrow is great for me because then I have more time with the like I don't need to do as many Bhakti Vinod Giti Tata programs. But I know you're also super busy with like you have a pretty full on your plate's pretty full. So
We'll see. See.
yeah,
I'm
we'll
not
see.
sure.
Okay. Okay, cool. Um, all right. So what's the program for today? I will because yeah, we kind of just decided all of a sudden without any yeah.
Well, I have a book that was found in Gurudev's library. It's a compilation. It's a Brajadam and Goswami Gan. So it goes through all the Goswamis, and it's the most extensive, detailed information that I found, a collection of information that I found. And it starts out with a nice pranam mantra for Sri Lokanātha Das Goswami. Includes excerpts from Bhakti Ratnakar and Narottam Vilas about his early life and meeting with Mahaprabhu. And then there is we have an Ashtakam by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, beautiful Ashtakam, glorifying Lokanātha Das Goswami. And so we can sing that and read that in depth. And then you mentioned some songs by Narottam Das Thakur, glorifying Lokanātha Das Goswami. So that sounds like a full program.
Yep, cool. Yeah, that's I wonder if we should break it up, like maybe do start with the Ashtakam and then end with the Bengali kirtans, or start with the Bengali kirtans and then end with the Ashtakam and then have the what do you think?
I'd say start with the Ashtakam
Okay.
and move up in that, because from Vishwanath Thakur to Narottam Thakur, you get some
Yes.
sense of, yeah.
All right, so it's on your Gaudiya Stotra Ratna Duty Vistar file, right? Would
Yes. Do I have another? Let me just see.
I have it right here. I just like to put it on 4 lines though. Where is it?
Okay.
Acharya Satata Virangstam. Okay, sorry, I just wanted to see where to break it up
Yeah.
so that you can fit it on the screen so everybody could sing. Vrindavana Dishapadabja Sevas. Okay. All right, let's sing this. Do you want to sing it or should I sing it? Either way is fine.
Well, do you have a tune for it? Because I don't really have a tune for it.
It's
It's
the
it's
same as Gurvashtakam.
it is? Okay.
Mhm.
Let's start with this. I'm gonna read this pranam mantram
Okay.
in this book. Srimad Radha Vinodaika Seva Sampata Samanvitam Padmanabhatmajam Shrimal Lokanātha Prabhum Bhaje. So just a simple pranam mantra that he is endowed with the wealth of service to Srimad Radha Vinodaika, solely, exclusively endowed with that wealth. And he is the son of Padmanabh. This one, Sri Padmanabh Bhattacharya was his father. And Sri Lokanātha Prabhum Bhaje, I worship that Sri Lokanātha.
Right. Beautiful.
And then there's another pranam mantra. It looks like it's from Bhakti Ratnakar. No, Vaishnav Toshini, Sanatan Goswami.
Brihad Vaishnava Goswami, right? That's his commentary to Srimad Bhagavatam, is it?
Yeah, and so there he gives his pranam to Lokanātha Goswami. Shri Brindavana Priyan Bande, Shri Govinda Padashritan, Srimat Kashishwaram, Lokanatham, Shri Krishna Dasakam. So, Shri Brindavana Priyan Bande. I offer pranam to those who have taken shelter at the feet of Shri Govinda in Shri Vrindavan, Srimad Kashishwar Pandit, Lokanātha Goswami, and Shri Krishnadas, who I think was a disciple or grand disciple of Gadadhar Pandit. And because he was from Brahmin family and he had no contact with the Muslims like Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, I believe he also served Govindaji directly. As far as I understand, the Goswamis didn't do the service directly. Sanatana Goswami and Rupa Goswami, they had someone else do it out of their humility.
Wow.
All right. Are you ready for the Ashtakam?
Yes. So should I sing it or?
Yeah, please
Okay.
follow.
All right. So here it is. Let me just make the text bigger. Sorry, I should have done this before. I'm gonna make it Balaram you. Oops, too big. Okay. Okay, I've never sung this before, so I might mess up a bunch. Jai Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur ki jai. Jai Srila Lokanātha Swami Pad ki jai. Okay. Actually, I have an idea. Would you can read the translation to the verse, and then I'll sing the verse, and then we know the Sanskrit that we're singing. How does that sound?
Sure.
Yeah? Okay.
Sure. So, verse 1 of Vishwanath Thakur's Ashtakam to Lokanātha Goswami. Shri Krishna Chaitanya's mercy is his only cherished wealth. His heart is ornamented with the golden ornament of love for Sri Gaura. I repeatedly fall to the ground and take shelter of that Sri Lokanāth Prabhu.
Ya Krishna Chaitanya Kripai Kavitas Tat Prema Hema Bharanadhya Cheta Nipatya Bhumo Satatam Namastum Lokanātha Prabhumashraya Yamam. Sorry.
He dwells eternally in Sri Vrindavana. Sri Krishna's loving pastimes and Ras Leela spurt into his heart. Meanwhile, he is always absorbed in fulfilling his duties. His swachara, yes, so his sadhana. I take shelter of that Sri Lokanātha Prabhu.
Okay, I broke it up wrong. That's why I was messed up. There, okay. Okay. Yo labda vrindavana nityavasa parispurat Krishna vilasa rasa swacharya charya satata viramas tang lokanatam prabhumashrayama.
Constantly manifests attachment for Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Bhaktas, devotees of the Lord, and spends the entirety of the 8 periods of the day and night in the limbs of bhakti, dedicated to Sri Radha and Krishna. I take refuge of that master, Sri Lokanātha.
Did I mess up something? No, I didn't. Okay. Sadolasar Bhagavatanuraktya Ya Krishna Radha Shravanadi Bhaktya Ayatayami Krita Sarvayamastam Lokanatam Prabhumashrayama.
Who here is not immersed in relishing service to the lotus feet of Sri Radha Krishna, the King and Queen of Vrindavan? Everyone is constantly savoring that rasa. Amid the congregation of these adept masters, he is most praiseworthy and beautiful. I have taken shelter of that master, Sri Lokanātha.
Vrindavana Disappearance Seva Swadenu Majanti Nahanta Keva Yasteshvapi Shlagyatamabhiramastam Lokanatam Prabhumashrayama.
He exhibits sorrow when he sees people averse to relishing the pastimes of Krishna, Sri Krishna. He himself shows great yearning to relish those pastimes. I take shelter of that master, Sri Lokanātha.
Ya Krishna Lila Rasayeva Lokan Anunmukhan Viksha Vibharti Shokan Swayam Tara Swadana Matra Kamas Tam Lokanatam Prabhumashrayama.
A certain great scholar by the name of Sri Narottam was well acquainted with his mercy. His renunciation of the objects of the senses is renowned everywhere. I take shelter of that master, Sri Lokanātha.
Kripa balam yasya viveda kashchit narottamo nama mahan vipaschit yasya pratiyan vishayo paramastam lokanatam prabhumashrayama.
By his favor, even fools enter the path of Raganuga Bhakti, or devotion guided by spontaneous loving attachment. and become free from sorrow. He is not hostile even towards aparadis, heartless offenders. I take refuge of that master, Sri Lokanātha.
Raganugavartmani yat prasadai vishanta vegya api nirvishada jane kritagasyapi yastvavangsmas tam lokanatam prabhumashrayama.
Having obtained the service of the servant having obtained the service of the servant of the servant of his servant, I can consider my life worthwhile. Very soon I will enter his assembly of devotees. I take shelter of that Sri Lokanātha Prabhu. Because what is it? It's Narottam Thakur, Ganganarayan Chakravarti, Krishna Charan Chakravarti, Radharaman Chakravarti, and then Vishnu Chakravarti. But Krishna Charan Chakravarti and Radharaman Chakravarti are father and son. So maybe he put them in one category.
Okay. Yeah, I like that for science. Yad dāsa dāsanuga dāsa dāsa.
No, but there's 4 there. So
yeah, because there's anuga. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, 5, right?
Dāsa, anuga, dāsa. Yeah, so it puts him, he's like 5th from Lokanātha Gosvāmī. I think that's right.
Ya dāsa dāsanuga dāsa dāsa vayam pavama falita vilasha yadiyatayam sahasa vishamas tam lokanatam prabhumashrayama tam lokanatam prabhumashrayama.
Whoever recites this Lokanātha Ashtakam, which is the essence of religiosity, wealth, ambition, and liberation, will attain the service of Srimati Radhika under the guidance of the Sakhis. Haribol, we just recited this. We're going to attain that.
Jai Ho. Shri Lokanātha Ashtakam atyudaram Bhaktya Pathedya Purushartha Saram Samanjulali Padavim Prapadya Shri Radhikam Sevata Eva Sadhya.
And then it's like, it's interesting, with these Ashtakams, he writes to Radharaman Charan, he writes the Guru Ashtakam, then he writes for Radharaman Charan Chakravarti, Krishna Charan Chakravarti. But when he gets to Narottam Das Thakur, 8 verses or even 9 is not enough. He writes, I think it's 10 or 11 for Narottam Das Thakur. And then again here with Lokanātha Gosvāmī, he has to add an extra one here at the end. His shining eyes have entirely delivered me from a dense, dark well and set me on the path of his divine love. Aha! By his mercy, I have attained a secluded spot near Sri Govardhan, the storehouse of transcendental pastimes. I pray to attain a sudden vision of that Shriman Lokanātha in the, I can't see the rest, in the halo of his mercy.
All right, so let's see. Let me try to do this one. I might mess up a lot. Okay. I'm not going to play. I think this is same as Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Parakamala. Sragdhara meter. Okay. But I'm not so good at it. But okay. Soyam Shri Lokanātha Spuratu Puru Kripa Rashni Biswai Samudi Anudrityo Vitalyona Prachuratamatama Kupato Dipitavi Drigbi Swaprema Vitya Dishama Dishadaho Yam Shrita Devya Lila Ratnadyam Bindamana Vayamapi Nibritam Śrīla Govardhanam Sma O Tam Lokanātham Prabhum Ashrayama Tam Lokanātham Prabhum Ashrayama Tam Lokanātham Prabhum Ashrayama Tam Lokanātham Prabhum Ashrayama Tam Lokanātha Prabhum Ashrayama Tam Lokanātham Prabhum Ashrayama Tam Lokanātham Prabhum Ashrayama Jaya Lokanātha Lokanātha Prabhu Lokanātha Lokanātha Prabhu Lokanātha Prabhu Lokanātha Prabhu Lokanātha Lokanātha Jaya Lokanāth Gosvāmī Lokanāth Gosvāmī Lokanāth Gosvāmī Jaya Lokanāth Gosvāmī Jaya Lokanāth Gosvāmī Lokanāth Gosvāmī Lokanāth Gosvāmī Jaya Lokanāth Gosvāmī.
Oh.
And this is an unpublished translation of Srivas's. It's probably the first
I'm
time
thinking I
anyone's
should-
seen it other than you.
I should edit that maybe and post it later today.
All right, let me give you
let's-
access to share your screen.
Yes.
Oh, and before I just see everybody here, Dandavat Pranams, Niri Hari Prabhu, and Papatarani Mataji, and Shubhananta Prabhu, and a bunch of devotees on YouTube and Facebook. I only see one comment though, so there are 7 devotees there, but I only see Amal Krishna Prabhu, Hari Bol. Pranams. Okay.
Right, so this is from Brajadham or Goswami Gan. 1 second. So this is a collection from found in Gurudev's library, and this is by Sri Govardhan Das. And so far, the information I found in here is quite reliable and accurate. And I just want to show this picture. It's beautiful Bengali painting here. So this is Sriman Mahaprabhu, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Gauranga Dev in the center with Srimad Bhagavatam and Tulsi. And then surrounding him are the 8 Goswamis. And I found reference to this also from Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur and his disciples. Even though the 6 Goswamis are the most popularly broadcast and famous, really in Vrindavan there were 8 Goswamis, 8 main Goswamis. And this included Sri Bhugarbha, disciple of Sri Gadadhar Pandit, said to be the foremost disciple of Sri Gadadhar Pandit, and Sri Lokanātha Goswami. They were both very reclusive and never published any writings. So this is that's the likeness of Sri Lokanātha Goswami. You can see he looks a bit older than the rest of the Goswamis. And he's number 1. And then number 2 is Bhugarbha Goswami. Next to him, Bhugarbha Goswami with a different tilak. Interesting. And then 3, Sanatana Goswami. 4, Rupa Goswami. 5 is up here is Raghunath Bhatta Goswami. And then what is it? Okay, yeah. 6 and 7 is Raghunath Das Goswami, Gopal Bhatta, and of course the youngest, Sri Jiva. Oh, wait. Sorry, the other way. Sri Jiva is up here. And down here, this is interesting. So this is Nitai Sri Guru Kandari, the captain of the boat over material existence. This here, where his paddle is, says Bhava Samudra, so the ocean of material existence. Here in the water is a crocodile called Vishay Kumbhir, so the crocodiles are the sense objects that catch us and devour us.
That's the same as Bhaktivinoda Thakur's song also. Vishaya kumbira tahe bhishana darshan. Kamera
Yeah.
taranga sada kore uttejan. Yeah.
There's a devotee here. It says Bhakta.
So one other thing with Nitai, there's another kirtan. How does it go? Shoot, I forgot, but it says that Nitai. Actually, I think it says Nitai Guluya Tate Chaitanya Kandari. Or maybe I got the names mixed up. But that one it says that Chaitanya is the Kandari. No, I think maybe I got it mixed up. Maybe it does say Nitai is the Kandari. It's a song in the songbook. Nadi Ada Ghate Vai Ki Advutatari Nitai Guluya Tate Chaitanya Kandari. Anyways, yeah. All right, sorry.
Okay, Jabike, Shri Guru Kandari. Hari Namer Nokha Khani Shri Guru Kandari. And then over here, there's Shri Kurmadev, cute little Kurmadev there for some reason.
It says Sri Kurmadev right there. It's so funny.
And then on this side is the Prema Samudra. So we're moving from the Bhava Samudra into the Prema Samudra. And I guess Shri Kurmadev is kind of the boundary here between the Prema Samudra and the Bhava Samudra. Yeah, that's interesting, eh?
Yeah, very interesting.
And
then
the
it has
verse,
verse. Yeah.
yeah, the verse in the middle is the Aradhya Bhagavan Brajesha Tanyastadhama Vrindavanam, that famous verse. So we'll go now to the beginning. The first chapter here is about Sri Lokanātha Goswami. And this is some sort of a painting or sketch of his Samadhi, Shri Vrindavani, Shri Gokulanande, Shri Lokanātha Goswami's Samadhi Mandir, Parshve Shri Narottam Das Thakur or Vishnu Chakri Thakur Pushpa Samadhi. Pushpa Samadhi. Yes, it's Pushpa Samadhi of Vishnu Chakri Thakur. Anyways, I'm assuming that is Lokanātha Goswami's. Yeah, it doesn't look at all what it looks like today. Anyways.
It's a lot bigger. Yeah.
All right, so
maybe you already explained, but I just spaced it out. What is this book that you're reading from again?
So it's by Sri Govardhan Das, and from what I understand, he's the disciple of Krishnadas Babaji, who there's been many Krishnadas Babajis in Braj, but he is said to have been very blessed by Lalita Sakhi and Sanatana Goswami. He was illiterate, and he wanted desperately to read the books of the Goswamis, but he thought, if I can't do that, then my life is useless. So he went and weighted himself down with rocks and was going to throw himself in Manasi Ganga. And Sanatana Goswami and Lalita Sakhi appeared and rescued him, pulled him out of the water, and blessed him. And he became perfectly knowledgeable of Sanskrit, Hindi, Bengali, everything. And he compiled some extraordinary books like Bhavanasar Sangraha, where he took all the Ashtakali Alila descriptions of all in Rupa Goswami's works in different places, Kavi Karnapur, and put them all together into a cohesive kind of narrative of the Ashtakali Alilas. And did a lot of other work preserving the books of the Goswamis. So my belief, my understanding, if I'm recalling correctly, is that Govardhan Das is his disciple or in his line. And showing similar dedication to scholarly tasks like this. So first, it mentions that he was the son of one Shri Padmanabh Bhattacharya, Chakravarti Bhattacharya. And then it shows his Bangshat Latika, the vine of his family tree, from one Shri Utsaha Mukherjee, and then down the line, and he's one of four brothers. So Bhavanath, Puranananda, Shri Lokanātha, and Raghunath. And some of them, their lines are still present today, Bhavanath and Shri Bhagalva.
Amazing. They have all that information, such a detailed family tree like that.
Yeah.
For
And
someone, yeah.
till the present day at that time when this book was published. Yeah, and they mentioned that, after Sri Lokanātha Gosvāmī, some of his descendants wanted to attach the name Goswami to their title. But Lokanātha Gosvāmī, of course, never had any descendants. He was a Bhajanandi and Naishtik Brahmachari and left his home at a very young age. And so it mentions here that he was very much indifferent to worldly life from a very young age. And he was initiated by Sri Advaita Acharya. He was given mantra by Sri Advaita Acharya. He completed his, grammatical and language studies, and then he would study Srimad Bhagavatam and other shastras with Sri Advaita Acharya. And even sometimes Sri Gauranga, Nimai Pandit, and Sri Gadadhar Pandit would also attend the classes of Sri Advaita Acharya, because Advaita Acharya had one home in Shantipur, but also had a home in Mayapur, next to Jagannath Mishra Bhavan, next to Mahaprabhu. And so some of this is mentioned in Narottam Bilas, which is also by Narahari Chakravarti. Divanishi Sankirtane Matta Atishay Deki se Netre Dhara Keva Dharja Hoy. This is actually describing his father, Padmanabh, who was also a very exalted devotee and always absorbed in performing kirtan day and night. Shri Padmanabher Patni Shri Sita Devi or Param Vaishnavi Chilan. And his mother, Shri Sita Devi, was also Param Vaishnavi, was a supreme Vaishnavi. Jai Che Padmanabh Tai Chita Ar Patni Sita, just like Padmanabh. And Lokanātha ko Himor Pitar Sammat Bhagavata Paro Krishna Lilamritam. Some of this is from Advaita Prakash, which we don't accept fully. But there's some portions that align with Bhakti Ratnakar and Narottam Bilas, and so we can accept that. It mentions here that Sri Advaita Prabhu offered Sri Lokanātha Goswami unto the feet of Sri Gauranga. Etakahi priya shishi gaure samarpila Sri Gauranga Lokanātha atmasat kaila. So he was a dear disciple of Advaita Acharya, and he was entrusted into the association of Mahaprabhu by Sri Advaita Acharya. And from that time onward, he was chiravikrit. He was forever sold at the feet of Sri Gauranga. And what could someone who was the classmate of Sriman Mahaprabhu lack in any way? And this is from Prem Vilas. That's by Nityananda Das, which we also accept. Some details are a little bit questionable because Nityananda Das got very sick at one point. He wasn't sure he was going to compile the work, so he did very quickly. And then later he did a second edition when he recovered. Shri Lokanātha Bhakti Pate Maha Arti. He was very sincere, very anxious to progress on the path of bhakti. Sarvanga Sundar Jana Karunar Murti. And he was very beautiful, physically beautiful, and he appeared to be the very personification of compassion. And then it says here that when Mahaprabhu went to East Bengal, Mahaprabhu took a trip to East Bengal to preach and debate and also attract students during his Grihastha life, to kind of build a school. That was the tradition in those days, to build a school, to build a class. You would go and you would travel and you would debate with different scholars, and then collect a following of students. But this was also Mahaprabhu's ploy to deliver the land of East Bengal. And apparently Lokanātha Gosvāmī accompanied him there. When Mahaprabhu went to East Bengal, that's also when he met with Tapan Mishra. Tapan Mishra came to meet Mahaprabhu and asked him what the greatest sadhya and sadhan was. He was very confused, having read different scriptures and different opinions. And Mahaprabhu, even though Mahaprabhu hadn't fully revealed his Nam Prachar and Prem Prachar pastimes, at that time he instructed Tapan Mishra on the performance of Harinam Sankirtan and told him to go to Varanasi. So then Mahaprabhu came back to Navadvip. Then he manifested himself more, to started performing kirtan more, and then things build up till his choice to take sannyas. And just before he took sannyas, Mahaprabhu was 24. Lokanātha Gosvāmī was 2 years older than Mahaprabhu. He was 26. And he came to see Mahaprabhu. And there's a beautiful description of this in Bhakti Ratnakar. So, Padmanabha Prabhu Advaitera Priya Ati Lokanātha Hena Vriddha Viprera Santati. So Padmanabha Prabhu was very dear to Advaita, and Lokanāth was the son of this very senior Brahmin Vaishnav. Lokanātha Grihe Sadarahaye Uda Sarvatyagi Navadipe Ayala Prabhu Pash. So Lokanātha Gosvāmī, he was living at home, but he was very indifferent to everything. He didn't want to be married, wasn't interested in setting up a home and family like that. Sarvatyagi Navadipe Ayala Prabhu Pash. So he left everything. He ran away from home and he came to Navadvip. He came to Mahaprabhu. Prabhu Gaura Chandra Ati Anugraha Kaila Brindavane Jaite Twarai Agya Dilam. So Prabhu Gaura Chandra was very merciful to him and told him to go quickly, immediately to Vrindavan. Aiche Agya Haila Ithe Ache Prayojan Prabhu Kariben Shigra Sannyasa Grahan. So there was a reason why Mahaprabhu gave this order, is because he was contemplating very soon to take sannyas. Sannyasi Haya Prabhu Jaiben Brindavane Ehetu Age Pataite Ichamanim. And Mahaprabhu's focus then, his intense focus, was to take sannyas and go directly to Vrindavan. And so he thought to send his dear friend and companion, Shri Lokanātha Gosvāmī, ahead of time. Lokanātha Bhujilen Esaba Abhaso. Lokanātha Gosvāmī understood, why Mahaprabhu was giving him this order. Ati Alpa Dine Prabhu Koriben Sannyas, and understood he would take sannyas soon. Shri Chanchara Chikur Keshar Haibe Adarshan, that Mahaprabhu's beautiful, lustrous, curly locks would soon be gone. Ite prana kirupe dharibe priyagan, and he knew that this was going to be such a terrible, difficult time for all the devotees and associates of Mahaprabhu in Navadvip. Eche bahu chinta matre vyakula haela. Just thinking about all this, he became very anguished and anxious. Kandite kandite prabhu pade pranamila, and weeping he fell at Mahaprabhu's feet. Antaryami Prabhu Lokanāthe Alingya. The Lord, who knows the hearts of everyone, embraced Lokanath. Korilen Vidai Gopane Prabhu Diyam. And in private, in secret, sent him on his way because he just left his home and consoled him, Prabodhiya. Lokanātha Prabhupade Atma Samarpila. Lokanath Prabhu offered his very soul unto the feet of the Lord Mahaprabhu. Prabhugane Pranamiya Gamana Karila. And offering his obeisances, his respects to Prabhugan, the associates of the Lord Mahaprabhu, he set off on his way. Dukhi Haya Kaila Bahu Tirtha Paryatan. So he was very sad as he roamed various tirthas. So he was roaming, visiting various tirthas, rather depressed on his way to Vrindavan. Kotadina Parite Gelena Vrindavan, and after some time reached Vrindavan. Eta Bhaktadin Prabhu Sanyasa Kariyam. And then back in Navadvip, meanwhile, in Navadvip, the Lord Bhaktadin, the Lord who is under the control of his devotees, took sannyas. Nilachala Chandre Dekhe Nilachala Giya. But he ended up going to Nilachal. Tata Haite Gela Prabhu Dakshina Brahmane. And from there, he ended up going and wandering all over South India. Taha Shuni Lokanātha Chalila Dakshine. So when Lokanātha Gosvāmī heard this, he thought, I thought Mahaprabhu was going to come directly to Vrindavan, but he set off towards South India. So Lokanātha Gosvāmī immediately he took off towards South India. I thought, okay, I'll meet Mahaprabhu in South India. And my friend, my childhood classmate and my friend, I just want to be with him. I go roam South India with him. Dakshina Haya Prabhu Aila Vrindavane. But Mahaprabhu went through South India and came to Vrindavan. Lokanātha Shuni Vraje Karilaga. So Lokanātha Gosvāmī heard, oh no, Mahaprabhu is now in Vrindavan. And so he started heading back to Vrindavan. If only they had email in those days, or cell phones. Prabhu Vrindavana Haya Prayage Chalila. But Mahaprabhu was in Vrindavan for a very short time, and then he went to Prayag. Lokanātha Brajayase Vyakula Haila. And Lokanātha arrived in Braj and found that Mahaprabhu had just left and was utterly distraught.
That's got to be, I think, the most extreme story of regret I can think of, actually.
Well, like, close one, Srinivasacharya, thinking he's going to meet Mahaprabhu in Puri, and then Mahaprabhu's just gone. He meets Gadadhar Pandit and goes to get a Bhagavatam and tries to come back, but Gadadhar Pandit's left already. Then he goes to Vrindavan, and Rupa Goswami and on the way he hears Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami have left. So it's described, I think, in Bhakti Ratnakar, that he arrives in Vrindavan at the temple of Sri Govindaji and just sits in the corner of the temple in Govindaji because he just doesn't know what he's going to do. And Jiva Goswami comes and finds him there and consoles him. But yeah, it's this one and Srinivasacharya. Yeah. Sapne Prabhu Prabodhi Rakhila Vrindavane. So the Lord appeared to him in a dream to console him and keep him in Vrindavan. And there's a verse from Narottam Vilas that kind of paraphrases what Mahaprabhu would have said to him. Tumhare nikati nirantara achi ami, I am always with you. Vrindavana haite kotana jahiyo tumi. Don't leave Vrindavan. Don't go anywhere other than Vrindavan. Right? If he had just stayed in Vrindavan, he would have spent time with Mahaprabhu in Vrindavan. Prayag haite ami jabo Nilachal. From Prayag, I will go to Nilachal. Shunite paebe mor britanta sakal. And you will be able to hear about my activities. You'll be able to hear about what I'm doing. But this is apparently when he saw Mahaprabhu in Navadvip before Mahaprabhu took sannyas, is apparently the last time he saw Mahaprabhu. He never saw Mahaprabhu again, physically, directly speaking. Lokanātha Prabhu Agya Langhite Narila. Lokanātha Prabhu could not disobey this order. Agyata Rupete Brajabane Vasa Kaila. And so he lived Agyata Rupete, unknown. He lived very low-key in the forests of Vrindavan, right? Very secluded, solitary. This is before Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami came. In the section about Bhugarbha Goswami, it says that Bhugarbha also went with him. I'm confused about that because that means that Gadadhar Pandit would have initiated Bhugarbha Goswami very early, like very shortly after receiving initiation from Pundarik Vidyanidhi, maybe within a few years, then he would have given initiation to Bhugarbha Goswami, which I guess is, it's not like now where like it's in the case with Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur as well. Krishna Charan Chakravarti told Vishwanath Thakur came to him for initiation. He said, I'm going to pass away soon. You should take initiation from my son, right? And so there was this, even if their Param Guru was there, they would take initiation from someone else that they had a connection with.
There's an example in Jaiva Dharma of that, right? In the first chapter.
Remind me, what is it?
God, it's been so long since I've read Jaiva Dharma. I read it last when I was like very young, like when I was a teenager. But okay, so there is Sannyasi Thakur, right?
Oh,
And his Gurudev is who was his Gurudev? Was it not Raghunath Das Babaji? It was Prem Das? No, I can't remember. And then his Guru, he brings him to see his Gurudev, which his Param Gurudev. I think his name was Prahlad something. Prahlad, I can't remember.
and the Brahmachari, Pradyumna Mishra.
Okay. Oh yes, yes. Yeah. Sorry.
So yeah, so things, the customs, social customs change a bit. Kota dinam pore Rupa Sanatana Sane. And then finally, when Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami came, Haila Milan ki Ananda Brindavane. Then he was so delighted to meet them in Vrindavan. Shri Gopala Bhatta Adi Prabhu Gana Jata. Gradually, Gopal Bhatta, Raghunath Bhatta, and others came. Sabha Sahajai Che Sneha Ke Kohibe Kata. And they had such loving connection between all of them. What a wonderful, wonderful Sangha that was in Vrindavan. Beautiful forest of Vrindavan, manifesting the deities of Madan Mohan, Govindaji, Gopinath, and these just utterly exalted Vaishnavas, the cream of Mahaprabhu's associates, there in the forest of Vrindavan, sharing Bhagavad Katha, writing beautiful poetry, doing bhajan. Bhugarbete sneha jaiche jagate prachar. And so it's very famous all throughout the world that he was very fond of Bhugarbha. Lokanātha saha deha binna matratar. They were like one soul. The only difference between them was that they had two bodies. Prabhu Lokanātha sarva prakare praveen. Prabhu Lokanath was praveen. He's accomplished in all ways, in all respects. Srimad Govind Adi Seva Kaila Katadin. So he served Govindaji directly, as well as other deities. There's the story of his finding Radha Vinod, and is it in Umarao, I think? Kishori Kund.
That's Kadirvan?
Kadirvan? Yeah, with the village there, though, it's mentioned here.
Oh, Umarao. I don't
know. Yeah, Umarao, Kishori Kund. Premite Vivala Sada Vairagya Rasima. So he's always overwhelmed, immersed in prem, and displaying the ultimate limit of Vairagyam. Bhuvane Prachar Jar Adbhuta Mahima. His wondrous glory has been propagated, broadcast in the world. Hari Bhakti Vilase Gosai Sanatan Mangala Charane Kailajina Magrahan. And so in the Mangala Charan of Hari Bhakti Vilas, Sanatan Goswami mentions his name. Tatahi Kashishwara Krishnavane Chakastu Shri Krishna Dasascha Sa Lokanātha. So he mentions again Twice he mentions this. First time in Hari Bhakti Vilas, and then in his Sri Vaishnav Toshini Grantha beginning. Again mentions those three personalities: Kashishwar Pandit, Lokanātha Gosvāmī, and Krishnadas Brahmachari. So that's a short little overview of Lokanātha Gosvāmī's early life and meeting with Mahaprabhu, and then chasing Mahaprabhu around India, and finally settling in Vrindavan. And he was the first in Vrindavan, and then he even outlived the Goswamis, Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, right? And so he was a very ancient, exalted senior Vaishnava there, which is why Shri Jiva Goswami advised Shri Lokanātha Das Goswami to take initiation from him. And we know that beautiful story. Just seeing here. Oh, he wasn't the first. He wasn't exactly the first. Subodhi Rai was the first of Mahaprabhu's devotees to come to Vrindavan.
And Subodhi Rai was in Mathura, right?
Yeah, and he was some sort of a king almost. Raja Subodhi Rai. Vrindavani Avasthan Kuri then. Okay. Just want to read about this. So Sri Lokanāth, he would roam all over Brajmandal, searching for Vrindavan, for Krishna. And so near Chhatravan, in a village called Umarao, at Sri Kishori Kunda, which is a place that is very dear to Sri Vrishabhanunandini, he was very anxious to render bhav seva to Shri Radha Govinda. And Shri Radha Govinda Militanu Shri Gaur Hari Chadmaveshi Upastit Hoya. So Sriman Mahaprabhu appeared to him in disguise. So the combined form of Shri Radha Govinda, Mahaprabhu appeared to him in disguise, maybe disguised as a Brahmin. Shri Radha Govinda Vigraha Samarpan Kare, and offered him a deity of Shri Radha Govinda, and named that deity or those deities Shri Radha Vinod. So it's said that some versions of the story is that he found the deities in Kishori Kunda, but this book says that Mahaprabhu appeared to him in disguise and personally gave him these deities and named them Shri Radha Vinod. And if you go to Jaipur today, up on one of the main bazaar roads, just above the Govindaji Mandir, there's a beautiful, immaculate little temple with Shri Radha Vinod still being served there today. They are some of the most sweet, beautiful deities. You can go right up close to them and see them. And if I recall correctly, Radha Vinod is leaning, like extremely leaning, almost looks like he's going to fall over to the left towards Radharani. And yeah.
I'm going to see if I can find a picture.
Yeah. When he received these deities from this disguised form of Mahaprabhu, he was totally puzzled and wondering, where these deities had been brought from. The deities told him that we lived in Shri Kishori Kund. We were in Kishori Kund. And seeing his eagerness to serve, they manifested for him. And that they were very hungry. Ekata Janiva Matra Shri Lokanātha Netraga. As soon as he heard this, Lokanātha Goswami's eyes just melted in a flood of tears, and he quickly began cooking and offered them a beautiful bhoga offering. And then he made a beautiful bed of flowers for them, and began fanning them. Vyanjan pranaram Nayana Manoranjan, Tribhuvana Mohana Murti Darshan, Pada Samvahan Sevadi Karite Atmas. And others in this way, um, massaging their feet, fanning them, he made a flower bed for them, cooked for them. And this way he offered his heart and soul to these deities. So he's wandering around Vrindavan looking for Krishna, so anxious to serve Radha Govinda that the deities manifest to him and he's there. This is, this is proper seva, not building a big temple for everyone to see. Privately in some hidden secluded kunj, deities manifesting to you and you're serving them. Is that maybe why this is, I've always had this question in mind, why the deities, they come in such a small form? Is it because they're easier than Krishna comes in such a small form, it's easier than to take care of him like that? Ikti sundar jhola nirman. He made a beautiful jhola, a bag, and made that Sri Radha Vinoda Dev Sri Mandir. And he would always wear that around his chest, around his neck. Shri Vrajavasi Ganar Anek Anurodeo Tini Kono Kutiradi Svikar Korena. So even though the Vrajavasis repeatedly urged him to take this cottage, I made this nice cottage for you to stay here, he never accepted. He never allowed himself to live in any kutir. Brikshatale avastan karatas, he would always live only at the bases of the trees. Sarada aprakrit bhavmai bhajan, and remain perfectly immersed in aprakrit bhajan. And it says that the materialists, people who are overly attached to material objects, they cannot accept these aprakrit nigura bhajan rahasya, these secrets and mysteries, confidential secrets and mysteries of transcendental bhajan. And that is why their miseries in samsara never end. But those fortunate persons who have received even a fraction of Bhagavan's mercy, Adyapiha se lila karen gora rai kono kono bhagyavan degi bhare pai. Even today, Bhagavan Shri Gaur Sundar and in Braj Shri Krishna perform their pastimes, and those who are fortunate can see. So, goes on to discuss that topic more. How rare it is to have Bhagavan's darshan. And then what we just described, this is also mentioned in Bhakti Ratnakar. Just, exactly what we just discussed. After living at this kunda for some time, he came back to Vrindavan. And the Goswamis there kept him there. Rakila Goswami Sabe Kariya Yatan. The Goswamis were very keen on keeping him there in Vrindavan in their association, not letting him wander off again. Kotadina Paramanande Goaile, he spent many days in great bliss. Tarpar Vichhed Agni Jwalai Vyapila. Then the fire of separation spread. Sanatana Rup Adi Haila Adarshan, Sanatan Goswami, Rupa Goswami disappeared. Dahate Je Dashataha Nahe. The condition that Lokanātha Goswami was in after losing Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami cannot be described. Sanatana Rupa Gune Kande Diva, he wept day and night for Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami. Prabhure Chai Dehe Jivaner Sthiti, but somehow by the will of the Lord only, his life stayed within his body. And then this was obviously the will of the Lord for him to meet Narottam Das Thakur and initiate him. And Sri Lokanātha Goswami is said to be Sri Manjulali Manjari, one of the 8 main manjaris serving Shri Radha Krishna. And so I guess this is probably a good time to shift towards the songs of Narottam Das Thakur in glorification of his cherished Gurudev, Sri Lokanātha Gosvāmī.
Yeah, and probably it'd be appropriate to sing Jaya Nila Premadhana. Probably one of the most appropriate days, isn't it? So
yeah, and for this day.
1 second, let me just free myself. Okay, 1 second. Where's there? Okay. 1 second. Okay. Okay. It's gonna share my screen. Let's see. There. Okay. Got it. Here it is. Okay. So maybe we can end with, yeah, we'll end with Jaya Nila Premadhana. Wait, let me make sure noise suppression is turned on. There. And the mic is connected. Okay, ready to go. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, guys. Here it is. Alas, alas, O Master Lokanātha, keep me at your 2 feet. If you look upon me in delight with your merciful gaze, then my ambitions will be fulfilled, my thirsts quenched. Here I find Chaitanya, and there I simultaneously find Radha Krishna. If you do not show me mercy, who will? Please fulfill the longings of my mind at this time. In these 3 worlds, I have no one else. Kindly give me a place at your feet. Narottam's longing to sing of Radha and Krishna's pastimes and glories day and night will not be fulfilled without you. Ha ha Prabhu Lokanātha Rakho para dvande Kripa drishte chaho jadi hoya anande. Aha Prabhu Lokanātha Rakho para dvande Kripa drishte chaho jadi hoya anande. Manovancha siddhi tabe hoya purna trishta. Hetai Chaitanya mile Shetha Radha Krishna. Manovancha siddhi tabe hoya purna trishna. Hetai Chaitanya mile Shetha Radha Krishna. Tumi na korile doya ke koribe ara. Manera vasana purna koro ebara. Tumi na korile doya কে করিবে আরাম মনের বাসনা পূর্ণ করো এবার এতিনা সংসারে মোর হয়ার কে নাই কৃপা করি নিজ পদ তলে দেহ ঠাই এতিনা সংসারে মোর হয়ার কে নাই কৃপা করি নিজ পদ তলে দেহ ঠাই রাধা কৃষ্ণ লীলা গুণ গায় রাত্রি দিনে নরোত্তম বাঞ্ছা পূর্ণ না হেতু আভিনে রাধা কৃষ্ণ লীলা গুণ গায় রাত্রি দিনে নরোত্তম বাঞ্ছা পূর্ণ না হেতু আভিনে নরোত্তম বাঞ্ছা পূর্ণ না হেতু আভিনে O my master Lokanātha, O master Lokanātha, have mercy on me, such that Radha and Krishna's feet may manifest in my consciousness at all times. To be with you in the company of the Sakis, this is the desire that always arises in my heart. When will you offer me at the feet of she who is seniormost among the Sakis to be engaged in service? Then those longings of mine will be fulfilled. In ecstasy, I shall serve the divine couple. O Shri Rup Manjari Saki, look upon me with your merciful gaze. Douse this scorched nartam with the nectar of service. Such beautiful kirtans, huh? O Lokanātha Prabhu tumi দয়া করো মোরে লোকনাথ প্রভু তুমি দয়া করো মোরে রাধা কৃষ্ণ চরণ যেন সদা চিতে স্ফুরে রাধা কৃষ্ণ চরণ যেন সদা চিতে স্ফুরে তোমার সহিত থাকি সখির সহিতে তোমার সহিত থাকি সখির সহিতে এতো বাসনা মোর সদাই উঠে চেতে এতো বাসনা মোর সদাই উঠে চেতে সখী গণ জ্যেষ্ঠ চেহ তাহার চরণে সখী গণ জ্যেষ্ঠ যেহ তাহার চরণে মোরে সমর্পিবে কবে সেবার কারণে ও মোরে সমর্পিবে কবে সেবার কারণে তবে সে হইবে মোর বাঞ্ছিত পূরণ তবে সে হইবে মোর বাঞ্ছিত পূরণ আনন্দে সেবিব দোহার যুগল চরণ আনন্দে সেবিব দোহার যুগল চরণ শিরূপমঞ্জরি সখি কৃপা দৃষ্টে ছায়া শিরূপমঞ্জরি সখি কৃপা দৃষ্টে ছায়া তাপি নরোত্তমে সিঞ্চ সেবামৃত দিয়া তাপি নরোত্তমে সিঞ্চ সেবামৃত দিয়া শিরূপমঞ্জরি সখি কৃপা দৃষ্টে ছায়া শিরূপমঞ্জরি সখি কৃপা দৃষ্টে ছায়া তাপি নরোত্তমে সিঞ্চ সেবামৃত দিয়া তাপি নরোত্তমে সিঞ্চ সেবামৃত দিয়া লোকনাথ প্রভু তুমি দয়া করো মোরে লোকনাথ প্রভু তুমি দয়া করো মোরে রাধা কৃষ্ণ চরণ যেন সদা চিত্তে স্ফুরে রাধা কৃষ্ণ চরণ যেন সদা চিত্তে স্ফুরে জয় লোকনাথ প্রভু লোকনাথ লোকনাথ প্রভু লোকনাথ জয় নরোত্তম ঠাকুর নরোত্তম নরোত্তম ঠাকুর নরোত্তম Alright, so now we will sing Jaya Nila Premadhana Karuna Prachura. I need to open it up though, I don't have it. Can't find a picture of... Oh, I think that's it. There's Radha Vinod in Jaipur. Let's make this big screen just so you can all see. Open image in new tab. Okay. It's not a very high resolution picture. Anyhow. Alright, so now we will sing Jaya Nila Premadhana Karuna Prachur. Where is it? I know where it is. Sorry guys. My files. It is in Gauranga and his associates. Hey, sorry guys, oh, I know. Sorry. There it is. Okay. Oh, and one thing in this kirtan, Jaya Nila Premadhana Karuna Prachur, I just read in the commentary of Śrīla Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada that Acharya Thakur refers to Srinivas Acharya. Śrīla Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada himself says that. Okay. Jaya Nilo Prem Dana Karuna Prachur Jaya Nilo Prem Dana O Karuna Prachur Heno Prabhu Kothay gela acharya ঠাকুর হেন প্রভু কোথায় গেলা আচার্য ঠাকুর কাহা মোর স্বরূপ রূপ কাহা সনাতন কাহা মোর স্বরূপ রূপ কাহা সনাতন কাহা দাস রঘুনাথ পতিত পাবন কাহা দাস রঘুনাথ পতিত পাবন কাহা মোর ভট্ট যুগ কাহা কবিরাজ কাহা মোর ভট্ট যুগ কাহা কবিরাজ এক কালে কোথায় গেলা গৌরা নটরাজ এক কালে কোথা গেলা গৌরা নটরাজ পাষাণে কুটিব মাথা অনলে পশিব পাষাণে কুটিব মাথা অনলে পশিব গৌরাঙ্গ গুণের নিধি কোথা গেলে পাব গৌরাঙ্গ গুণের নিধি কোথা গেলে পাব সেসব সঙ্গীর সঙ্গে যে কইল বিলাস সেসব সঙ্গীর সঙ্গে যে কইল বিলাস সে সঙ্গ না পায়া কান্দে নরোত্তম দাস সে সঙ্গ না পায় কান্দে নরোত্তম দাস যে আনিল প্রেম দান করুণা প্রচুর যে আনিল প্রেম দান করুণা প্রচুর হেন প্রভু কোথায় গেলা আচার্য ঠাকুর হেন প্রভু কোথায় গেলা আচার্য ঠাকুর ও হেন প্রভু কোথায় গেল লোকনাথ গোস্বামী ঠাকুর হেন প্রভু কোথায় গেল লোকনাথ গোস্বামী ঠাকুর জয় লোকনাথ প্রভু লোকনাথ গোস্বামী লোকনাথ জয় লোকনাথ গোস্বামী লোকনাথ প্রভু লোকনাথ গোস্বামী Lokanātha. It's interesting, Lokanātha Goswami is not in this. I wonder if he was still on the, manifest on the planet when Śrīla Narottam Das Thakur wrote this. There's another song by Śrīla Narottam Das Thakur. Hey, why is it not there? I guess I need to add it. It's very similar to Jayanila Premadhana. It's Gaurangir Sahachara. I just translated it. Let's see if he's in that one. Let me just find it. Gaurangir Sahachar. Gaurangera Sahachar. Okay, this might not be the final version. No, it's not. Let's just see. I'm just looking. The associates of Gauranga. Among the associates of Gauranga are the devotees headed by Srivas Thakur, as well as Gadadhar Pandit, Narahari Sarkar, Mukunda Datta, and Murari Gupta. Also with the Lord are Swarup Damodar, Rai Ramananda, and Haridas Thakur, who are the roots of Prem, as well as Damodar Pandit and Paramananda Puri. Yeah, here they are. Okay, let's sing this one. I'll read the translation first. Hearing about the pastimes they perform together causes even stones to melt. I never witnessed them, as I was not born then. Now I've become trapped in material life, and I feel as if a spear has pierced my heart. My masters Sanatan Goswami, Rupa Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, the two Bhattas, Raghunath Bhatt and Gopal Bhatta Goswamis, Bhugarbha Goswami, Sri Jiva Goswami, and Lokanātha Goswami, all engaged in delightful pastimes together with the devotees in Vrindavan. They have all vanished from our sight, leaving the three worlds empty. Everyone's eyes have become blind. To whom shall I speak of my sorrow? I will not show my wretched face. I merely stay here like a dead animal or bird. Srinivasacharya had a rope, his Harikatha. Listening to that katha, my soul would find solace. But he has left me, and Ramachandra Kaviraj is also absent. Thus I endure my life with immense sorrow and anxiety. To whom can I express the pain in my heart? This wretched life is hopeless. Everything I eat and drink feels like poison, yet I do not die. Fie, fie on Narottam Das. Okay, I'm just going to, this time I'm going to just sing it one time, not do lead in response. Gaurangir Sahachar, Srivasari Gadadhara, Narahari Mukunda Murari, Shangi Swarup Ramananda, Haridasa Premakanda, Damodara Paramananda Puri. যে সব করয়ে লীলা শুনিতে কলয়ে শিলা তাহা মই না পাইনু দেখিতে তখন হই নাহিল জন্ম এবে ভেল ভব বন্ধ তখন নাহিল জন্ম এবে ভেল ভব বন্ধ সে নাশিল রহি গেল চিতে প্রভু সনাতন রূপ রঘুনাথ ভট্ট যুগ ভূগর্ভ শ্রী জীবলোকনাথ ভূগর্ভ শ্রী জীবলোকনাথ এ সকল প্রভু মিলি যে সব করিলা কেলি এ সকল প্রভু মিলি যে সব করিল কেলি বৃন্দাবনে ভক্তগণ সাত বৃন্দাবনে ভক্তগণ সাত ভূগর্ভ শ্রী জীবলোকনাথ সবে হইল দর্শন শূন্য ভেল ত্রিভুবন অন্ধ হইল সবাকারাঙ্কি কাহারে কহিব দুঃখ না দেখাও ছার মুখ ও কাহারে কহিব দুঃখ না দেখাও ছার মুখ আছি যেন মরা Pashu Ayachi Jeno Mora Pashu Paki Shri Acharya Srinivasa Yachi no Jahar Pash Katha Shuni Jurai to Pran দেহ মোরে ছাড়ি গেল রামচন্দ্র নায়াইলা দুঃখে জিও করে আনচান ও যে মোর মনের ব্যথা কাহারে কহিব কথা যে মোর মনের ব্যথা কাহারে কহিব কথা এ ছাড় জীবনে নাহি আশা অন্ন জল বিষ খায় মরিয়া নাহি কো যায় অন্ন জল বিষ খায় মরিয়া নাহি কো যায় ধিক ধিক নরোত্তম দাস ধিক ধিক নরোত্তম দাস হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে হরে Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Sapashara Jaya Gora Hari Sapashara Jaya Gora Hari Jaya Lokanātha Prabhu Lokanātha Gosvāmī Lokanātha Prabhu Lokanātha Jaya Lokanātha Jaya Bhūgarbha Gosvāmī Lokanātha Gosvāmī Bhūgarbha Gosvāmī Narottama Thakur Narottama Thakur Narottama Jaya Gurudeva Jaya Gurudeva Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Hari Bol Hari Bol Gaur Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Gaur Hari Bol. Jai. Srivas, would you like to do Jai Dvani?
Sure. Actually, and there's one interesting little ashtakam that is attributed to Lokanātha Gosvāmī. It is Sri Gadadhar Pandit Goswami Ashtakam. And I believe I've translated it a couple of years back. Beautiful Ashtakam, glorifying Gadadhar Pandit. And also mentions Shri Bhūgarbha. And even though we don't have any other writings of Srila Lokanātha Gosvāmī. And we haven't seen this many places. I'm inclined to believe that it is authentic because there was quite a contingent of Sri Gadadhar Pandit's disciples in Braj. The Haridas Pandit, who was serving Govindaji, Ananta Acharya, Madhu Pandit, Paramananda Goswami, Krishnadas Brahmachari, Bhugarbha Goswami. And so
And Lokanāth Goswami and Bhugarbha Goswami are so close. And Bhugarbha Goswami is probably like one of, did you say he was one of Gadadhar Pandit's first disciples? Or anyways, he's one of their early disciples. Yeah.
the foremost, or for maybe, yeah, he maybe was the first or one of the first. And yeah, so I'm inclined to believe that that Ashtakam is authentic, and we'll publish it at some point.
Okay.
Glorification of Pandit. But yeah, for Jadwani for now. Jai Shishi Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Shishi Radha Vinod Bihari Shishi Radha Raman Bihari Shishi Radha Govinda Gopinath Madan Mohan Shishi Radha Vinod Dev Ju Ki Jai. जय निति लीला प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद श्री श्रीमद भक्ति वेदांत नारायण गोस्वामी महाराज की जय. जय निति लीला प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद श्री श्रीमद भक्ति वेदांत बामन गोस्वामी महाराज की जय. निति लीला प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद श्री श्रीमद भक्ति वेदांत त्रिविक्रम गोस्वामी महाराज की जय. निति लीला प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद श्री श्रीमद भक्ति विज्ञान भारती गोस्वामी महाराज की जय. निति लीला प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद श्री श्रीमद भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोस्वामी महाराज की जय. जय निति लीला प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद श्री श्रीमद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराज की जय. तिलीला प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद श्री श्रीमद भक्ति प्रज्ञान केशव गोस्वामी महाराज की जय. तिलीला प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद श्री श्रीमद भक्ति प्रमोद पुरी गोस्वामी महाराज की जय. सपार्षद जगत गुरु शिल भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर शिल प्रभुपाद की जय. महाभागवत प्रवर्षि गौर किशोरदास बाबाजी महाराज की जय. सप्तम गोस्वामी सच्चिदानंद शिल भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जय. वैष्णव सार्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथदास बाबाजी महाराज की जय. गौड़ी वेदांताचार्य श्री बलदेव विद्याभूषण प्रभु की जय. श्री विश्वनाथ चक्रवर्ती ठाकुर की जय. नरोत्तम श्रीनिवास श्यामानंद प्रभु त्रय की जय. श्री कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी की जय. श्री वृंदावन दास ठाकुर की जय. श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ भूगर्भ श्री लोकनाथ की जय. जय श्री स्वरूप दामर राय रामानंद ऋषि गौर पार्षद वृंद की जय. नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय. प्रेम से गौ श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय. नवदीप मायपुर धाम की जय. श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय. राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपी गो गोवर्धन द्वादश वनाक शिवज मंडल धाम की जय. राधा कुंज श्याम कुंज यमुना गंगा भक्ति तुलसी देवी की जय. सर्वाभिष्ट प्रदाता श्री गिरिराज महाराज की जय. भक्ति विघ्न विनाशंकारी श्री नृसिंह भगवान की जय. भक्त प्रपर श्री प्रहलाद महाराज की जय. श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्र सुदर्शन चक्रजू की जय. श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय. चारि धाम चारि आचार्य चारि संप्रदाय की जय. आकार मठराज श्री चैतन्य मठ की जय. श्री केशव जी गौड़िया मठ की जय. श्री रूप सनातन गौड़िया मठ की जय. श्री सज्जन सेवक गौड़िया मठ की जय. अन्य अन्य शाखा मठ समूह की जय. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय. त्रिभुवन मंगल हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय. हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय. श्यामली गोमाता की जय. समागत भक्त ऑनलाइन भक्त वृंद की जय. श्री लोकनाथ गोस्वामी प्रभु की जय. तरीय शुभ तिरुभाव महामहोत्सव की जय. श्रीनिताय गौर प्रेमानंदे. हरि हरि बोल.
पंचकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. Dandavat pranams. So, yeah, if anybody wants to eventually one day get that Godadar, what is it? Godadar Prabhu
Pandit.
Ashtakam in your inbox, Godadar Pandit Ashtakam, then go to bigdrum.us and click on subscribe so that you don't miss any of the things that Srivas translates and sends out. And
edit that Lokanātha Goswami Ashtakam a little bit. I saw a few mistakes, and then I'm going to try post it later today.
Okay. So don't delay. Go to bigdrum.us.com. All right. Yeah, and then Srivas, you can, if you don't know now, you can let me know later if you would like to do Dainik Nadi Prakash tomorrow or on next Sunday. And
I'm thinking right now, I'm thinking next Sunday because we're leaving on Wednesday and I'm like pretty busy.
okay,
But next,
are you coming back to India?
not quite yet. Not
Okay,
yet. Not just all right.
all
So
right,
maybe next Sunday for Dainik Nadi Prakash.
okay, next Sunday in Dainik Nadi Prakash sounds good. All right, Dandavat Pranams, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Srivas, of course, Nuri Hari Prabhu and Bhavatarani Mataji, Shubhananda Prabhu. See, Bhakti Didi, our Prabhu, I don't know. And then Anari Krishna Prabhu. And then let's see on YouTube and Facebook, Amal Krishna Prabhu, Vidyalala Sadidi, Kishore Prabhu, and a bunch of other devotees. Dandavat Pranams. Thank you so much for joining.
Pranams.
Dandavat Pranams.
Do I have time for a short question? Thank you, Srivas Prabhu, and thank you, Madhukar Prabhu, for this amazing readings and like that, and unique translations. I heard from God Brother that Lokanātha and Bhugarba were sent also with a little mission of finding the deities and the places of pastimes, and that they have maps. So I heard about that. It seems to be in the Institute, Vrindavan Research Institute. So I was wondering if you heard anything about that. I wanted to confirm, the
I haven't heard about that. That sounds amazing.
isn't it? Yeah. I'll try. I'll go back because I think it was Imdradyumna Swami that did some research in Vrindavan Institute, Research Institute, and he was talking about, he has a whole thing on Bhugarba Das Goswami and of course Lokanātha Das Goswami. I'll get back to you on that one. I'll try to find it. I thought might be a little interesting thing because the eighth Goswamis. So my wondering too, does it make then Bhaktivinoda Thakur the ninth Goswami?
Swami.
Okay. Haribol, brother.
Hare Krishna, everybody. Dandavat Pranams. Okay, Bhakti Didi. Hare Krishna. All right. See you all tomorrow. Jai Shri Radhe. Again, so I guess tomorrow we will continue our Bhaktivinoda Giti Tara program. We'll go to the next song. And the next thing coming up is Srila Srila Goswami Maharaj's 37th Disappearance Day. That will be in 7 days from now. So yeah, we'll have a